And TX Control certainly made a meal of this and almost got his just desserts. But as with Manstridge on the previous incident, he was keeping the power on, and that saved the boat. And Hoare, clearly shaken but certainly not stirred, continued into the last lap.
Everyone's home safe and well. That really is of paramount importance when we get conditions like these.
Another look shows in fact that Hoare was slightly unlucky. Having been launched by the first wave, he managed to bring the boat down only to be embedded in the second, and was extremely unlucky to emerge without considerable damage to the boat and crew. It is the one situation that a powerboat driver fears most. There's very little warning and very little you can do, apart from bring the boat down as best you can, and then hope. Second, Samsung cameras had a clear lead, and the battle was on for the overall trophy. But Barsh soon had company. Both Lucas and Lee had aspirations of their own, although Leo in the centre slightly overdid his. Unbelievably, he recovered from that, although even he wasn't quite sure how. He quickly regrouped his thoughts and was right back in the action. Now let's take a look back at Pete Lee's dice with disaster. And that confirms he was lucky to get... Jay hooks the boat here. Well, nothing he could do about that. Mick Archer, take a look at that one more time. Ian Vojay hooks the boat here. Well, nothing he could do about that. Mick Archer's reflexes, thankfully. Basham fifth and Blacker sixth. That's how they stand. And if it stays that way, Basham now increases lead in the table. Oh, and Reeder makes a mess of that while weaving and bombing here. Well, he almost caught it and almost caught Barsh at the same time. A chance to look at it once again then. And it's definitely the backwash off the wall. Causes all the problems on this part of the course in Dunoon, has so for the last 3 years. Now then, that's it. Takes off the wake, hooks slightly to the right, dips in the nose. Now then, he manages to retain control. We may just see Barsh's boat on the left. Not quite. Look how Reeder's having to fight for that. And that could have been so very, very nasty. There's Barsh's boat, and that's how close they came to coming together. Well, he's damaged the boat, but I'm sure he'd be pretty glad to have got away with it. Oh, there's trouble there. Not quite sure how it is. Yes, I am now. That's number 3, Graham Hastings, upside down. Well, one crew member up. Oh, there's the second. With the remains of his boat, let's hear from him.
It happened on the 2 top boys as we was turning in. We was behind Dave Wilcox. We came round, we hit Dave's wash. It went on the side, went on the other side. In a matter of seconds, it was whoosh, we was gone. So that was the end of us today.
Looks a bit terminal. How bad is it?
Oh, it's total. It's delaminated the whole side. It's gone from front to rear, so it's the boat's scrapped. So we've got to try and get something sorted out for the Isle of Wight a bit quick. But what it will be, I don't know.
Were the conditions that bad out there?
No, it's always confusing water. We're behind a number of boats, whatever, you know, flat, smooth or whatever, but it was nasty, awkward water. That sort of water tends to throw boats out all over the place, but we just hit a fortunate one and that was it.
Well, it certainly was, and we can take another look. Archer comes from behind the cruiser on the left, hooks right, then ploughs into the next 2 waves, and they really were the ones that finished him off. From then on, it was the seabed all the way. And certainly no way to end his weekend. We're about to learn the perils of life with the leaders with your foot to the floor in front of a large crowd. As a result, Navigator Graham received an early bath, but with the rest of the fleet still powering in at 80 miles per hour, he did manage a personal best for the 25-metre dog paddle. But it wasn't long before Brother Andy returned for the family reunion, and after a customary embrace, they prepared once again for the 4 mile